If you would like to take your seats, we will be getting started in about 10 minutes.
It's time to take your seats.
Hi, Sunil.
Oh, hi, Josie.
What you listening to?
1905 RJC AM.
That sounds cool.
Want to listen?
Sure. I can't wait until we go to RJC.
It'll be awesome.
Hi, I'm Peyton,
I'm Tyrese,
and we're RJC students.
and we're listening to 1905 RJC AM.
Hi, I'm Kevin Bolt from Pineview Farms, grad 1985, and when I'm driving in my meat truck, I tune in to 1905 RJC Radio.
Hi, my name is Melanie Bolt, and I'm a board member at Rosthern Junior College, and I'll be tuning in to 1905 RJC AM.
Hi, my name is Ashley Gustak. I'm a 2006 graduate and a current board member. I live in Calgary, Alberta, and I will be tuning in to 1905 RJC AM.
Hello, my name is Nestor Nai, father of Jason and Jessica. I'm currently in Hong Kong, where we still need to wear a mask. I'm tuning in to 1095 RJC AM.
Hi, I'm Devin Weems, grad of 1990.
I'm Carla, grad of 1988.
I'm Peter Weems, grad of 1952. We're tuning in to RJC Radio in Herschel, Saskatchewan.
Hi, my name is Evan Dreger. I'm a 2008 RJC alumni, and I'm tuning in to 1905 RJC AM.
Hi, my name is Sandy Gillingham, and I'm an RJC board member and a parent. And tonight, Dee Dee and I will be tuning in to 1905 RJC AM from Blumenthal, Saskatchewan.
Hi, I'm Danelle DeFast, and I'm a graduate of 1979 and a current board member. I'm tuning in to RJC 1905 AM on October the 29th. Are you?
Hello, my name is Dave Weiler-Thiessen, and I'm a board member at RJC from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I'll be tuning in to 1905 RJC AM.
Hi, I'm Keith, and I'm Hilson. We are from Rosthern, Saskatchewan, and we are future RJC students. Hey Google, play 1905 RJC AM.
Okay, playing 1905 RJC AM.
Testing. Good evening. No. Test. Number one. Test. Yeah, there we go. Good evening. Our first act up for you this evening is the RJC Jazz Band. And our first piece is called Thai Tam Blues, and it's going to feature some soloists from our group. I think I'll name them after so they don't run off stage before their opportunity to shine arises. And after that, we're going to play a great modern tune, Seven Nation Army, a jazz band arrangement. So without further ado, we have the RJC Jazz Band. Take two. Thank you. So if we can just, to acknowledge the wonderful work that was done by our soloists. So first we had Sam on trumpet, Maya on alto, Ava on trumpet, and Yanis on tenor sax. If you can give them another round of applause. So that was the RJC Jazz Band. My name is Kaylee Skimorowski, and I have the wonderful privilege of starting as a new music director here at RJC this year. So it's been wonderful to get to know students, to get to know the staff and the greater community. As a musician, I do all sorts of different ventures in the realm of music. In addition to directing bands and choirs, I'm also a singer-songwriter. So I would love to share some of that part of myself with you all this evening. So there's two different songs that I'd like to share with you tonight. Both are original compositions of mine that come off of an album that I recorded during the COVID pandemic when all other avenues of making music in my life had stopped. And the first tune is a song called Stay Wild. And it was written about my favorite place with my favorite people, and that's camping in Prince Albert National Park with my children. So this song is all about sharing that experience with them and just kind of my hopes and dreams for them. So I hope you enjoy. This is Stay Wild. whispers come, so we go. There's a stillness in her breath, feels like home. I had forgotten all of this, let my heart roam. Setting sun, melting on the water. Your head on my heart, hand in your brother's. The silence breaks, and all the world's a song. But these colors too will fade to return with the dawn. Breathe in, breathe out, run free, fall down, stay wild, my heart, stay. Where this path leads, I don't know. The trees keep us close, soft earth below. You follow in my steps like doe and fawn. Something rustles in the leaves, we go on. Breathe in, breathe out, run free, fall down, stay while my heart stay. Breathe in, breathe out, run free, fall down, stay wild, my heart, stay wild, my heart, stay. Thank you. Thanks so much. I'd love to share one more tune with you before we get things moving here. It's another song of mine, and it's called I See You. Something is wrong here. Something just isn't right. Something has changed in me. Something is not the same. When I look in the mirror, I don't recognize that face. And maybe I am getting old, but I am too young to be wise. All that I know is you changed everything. Yes, you changed everything. And now I see you the way I see you, and I love you exactly as you are. And I will be there when everything crumbles, 'cause I am brave enough to walk through the fire. Yes, I am strong enough to walk through the fire. You won't always be with me. One day soon you will leave. I can only pray I have done everything to give you what you need. And maybe I am getting old, but I am too young to be wise. All that I know is you deserve everything. Yes, you can do anything. So they better see you the way I see you. Will they love you exactly as you are? And will they be there when everything crumbles? Are they brave enough to walk through the fire? Are they strong enough to walk through the fire? 'Cause I am brave enough to walk through the fire. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Welcome to 1905 RJC AM, live on location. I am one of your hosts, Carrie Muro, formerly Carrie Dick, grad of 93, with Sean Muro, grad of 92. We just heard from the RJC Jazz Band and Kaylee Skomorowski, and we're excited to share some more great talent with you this evening.
Yes, we have some great acts with us here tonight, and I want to remind the listeners why we're here. This is a fundraiser. Our goal is to raise $40 million. We can do this. It's been a great year in agriculture. If everyone could just reach in their pockets and grab some spare change and put it in the baskets. If you're listening on the live stream, just follow the directions on the website. And we'll get there. It's just simple math, guys. If every one of us puts $200,000 in the basket, we'll get there tonight. Is that too much to ask for?
Wait a minute. I think Alex had a typo there. It's $40,000, not $40 million.
Are you sure? Because with inflation...
No. It's definitely $40,000. The money raised will go to support RJC student bursaries so more students can attend the school. We are here tonight because we all believe in the mission of the school and will do our part to support it. And here's how we're going to do it.
Listeners, put your donations in the baskets on the table and check out the information on the back of the program for the QR code for e-transfers.
Put your bids on the silent auction items. There's many great items out there. The auction will close at 8:45.
Make sure you buy your 50-50 tickets. The draw is at 8:30.
Buy a drink, sponsored by the Station Arts Center. The radio station Arts Mocktail Bar is serving 2 drinks tonight, the Conrad Grey Bellini and Menno's Nightcap.
I am really excited to be here tonight with our listeners tonight to support RJC.
Yes, we had some great experiences at RJC, and it had a tremendous impact on our lives and now on our daughter Kaylee's life.
Oh yeah, she's involved in everything from singers to sports to being on dorm council. She's even co-editor of The Link.
And it's been a great opportunity for her and her classmates to serve others in the community and at provincial, national, and even international locations.
There was a lot to do when we went to RJC, and I think Kaylee is immersing herself in everything and anything possible.
Yes, I did the same when I was at RJC. However, I really focused on the social aspect. Luckily, Kaylee is better at balancing everything than I was.
Thanks for being here tonight, listeners, and it's time for the weather report from the Farmer's Almanac.
Oh, it's so great to have this off-air time where no one can hear us or see us.
Pants off! It was so nice of makers to provide us with these jugs so we can practice our jug playing skills. Need more practice.
Why do you think RJC chose us to be here tonight? They seemed extremely nervous about what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, as if we would joke about the Woods, the Dicks, or even Mennonite sausage. Far too risque for this crowd. Alex even put us on a 3-second delay like Don Cherry.
Well, maybe they chose us because of family. Our daughter Kaylee is attending RJC. She's a 3rd generation on both sides, and we have lots of family participating here tonight, including Nikki at the Mocktail Bar.
I saw Nikki is serving a couple different mocktails. Don't worry, she took out all the booze before she made them tonight, but she kept the prices the same so it still feels like you're drinking. You know, speaking of Nikki, isn't her uncle, Bernie Thiessen, your uncle? Her dad? Your uncle?
Yes, he is. You know, lots of people think he's really scary, kind of like a Mennonite Wolverine.
When you were a kid, did he try to hypnotize you? When we were at RJC, we thought he was the man they call Ravine.
Maybe we could get him to donate a hypnotherapy session next year.
You know, when I was a kid, my mom and dad actually went to the real Ravine. Now every time they sing the doxology, they start breakdancing.
You know, Bernie isn't the only one in our family that has talent in the dark arts. Julia Vandenheuvel, former RJC board member, has married to a magician.
That's right. He's performed a lot of great tricks for our family. And his greatest trick is how he disappears every time we talk about the great times at RJC.
We do have a lot of family here tonight. You know, I saw my mother-in-law, Sharon Miro, donated something.
Yes, it's one of her acrylic masterpieces.
You know, I don't go to the bathroom when we go to their house.
Why not?
Well, her most infamous artwork is her painted toilet seats. And I don't know which ones are art and which ones are functional.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to pee on that. Hey, Carrie, I see that the weather report is just ending. It's time to get back on the air.
Welcome back to 1905 RJC AM, live on location. We have a great lineup of talent for you tonight in support of RJC, and we have a surprise guest with us tonight, Principal Ryan Wood.
As Ryan is making his way up to the sound booth, remember to put your large donations in the basket on your table so we can reach our fundraising goal of $40,000.
Don't forget to put your bids on the silent auction items. The auction closes at 8:45. And we want to remind our listeners about the 50-50 draw that will be at 8:30. Welcome, Ryan. We're so happy you could be here with us tonight.
I am thrilled as well. Thank you.
You have been proudly accepted into the Mennonite family since you started with RJC. However, it has come to our attention that you have not passed the Mennonite certification quiz. So we figured what better time than tonight with our audience of listeners.
You have completed your Mennonite training, and it's time to make it official. You just need to complete this final exam. You need to correctly answer these multiple choice questions to get your certification. Are you ready?
Yes.
Question 1. What is the proper pronunciation for handmade egg noodles? Ichiban, Kilka, or Chilcha?
Chilcha.
Ooh. Wrong. It's Kilka. We also would have accepted Ichiban because of the high use in the dorms.
Question 2. What is the correct pronunciation of gravy made with heavy cream? Cream gravy, sausage gravy, or schmuntfat?
Schmuntfat.
Oh. Wrong. Keep trying, man.
Question 3. What is the best flavor of borscht? Cabbage borscht, beet borscht, or Zuma borscht?
Zuma borscht.
Wrong. It's cabbage borscht, but we also would have accepted Ichiban for that one too.
Question 4. What is the proper pronunciation for a fruit pastry dessert made on a cookie sheet? Plots, pie, or plats?
Plats.
Oh. Wrong. You're not even close, man.
Question 5. What is the proper name for a fruit, potato, or cottage cheese wrapped in dough? Vareniki, Varenica, or pierogies?
Vareniki.
Oh. Wrong. Ichiban was the right answer again.
Question 6. What is the best flavor of mousse? Cherry mousse? Sorry, I can't read up here. Pear mousse or pluma mousse?
Pluma mousse?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This isn't looking good at all, man. Fortunately, the last question, if you get it right, it's an automatic pass. Are you ready? Here we go.
Which one of the following is a greater Mennonite ethical dilemma? Free line dancing lessons or free square dancing lessons?
Line dancing.
Okay, I guess we'll wait till the next fundraiser to give you certification.
Thanks for coming into the studio tonight, Ryan. Good luck next year.
Thank you.
Okay, listeners, as Ryan heads out of the studio, I want to remind you that we are all here tonight to support the school and our students. So remember to check out all of the amazing silent auction items, and the auction closes at 8:45.
And get your 50-50 tickets. The draw will be at 8:30.
And put your donations in the baskets. We want to reach our goal of $40,000.
We are now going to invite Kaylee Muro to lead us in the doxology. Oh, wait a minute. No, sorry, that's wrong. Kaylee Skomorowski, RJC's music director, is going to lead us in the doxology.
Please remain seated until after the blessing, and Nicole will give you instructions for the meal.
You're back with 1905 RJC AM live on location. Let's take a moment to thank the RJC kitchen staff for that wonderful meal.
And now it's time for our world-famous heads and tails game. Here are the rules. If you want to play, put $5 in the basket on your table. If you pick heads, put your hands on your head. If you pick tails, put your hand on your tails. Then we'll flip a coin. Sit down if you guessed wrong. Keep standing if you guessed right, and we'll do it again until we get a winner. If you want to re-enter the game, put another $5 in the basket. The winner will get a $100 co-op gas card. Those of you at the silent auction table, get your $5 out and get to the table.
And keep bidding on the silent auction, too. Okay.
All right. Put your money in the basket and stand up.
Please turn the spotlight off.
Does that mean that everybody at the silent auction table is playing?
Time to choose head and tails. They need to.
All right, here we go. If you're picking heads, put your hands on your head. If you're picking tails, put your hand on your tails. Heads.
Sit down if you chose tails.
Here we go.
You gotta let them choose again first.
Choose again. Tails. Wow, that escalated quickly.
Make your next choice, heads or tails.
Good job, Rob Bourne.
Put another $5 in if you want to re-enter the game.
With today's gas prices, you got to put that $5 in there. All right, here we go. Heads it is.
If you chose tails, sit down.
All right, we only have a couple left. Let's get everybody who's left to come to the front. I couldn't see it from either.
Can't see you there.
It's pretty close to 5.
1, 2, yeah.
I didn't write it down, Brandy. Is this it? We're just down to the last 3?
Okay, choose heads or tails.
It's hard to do it in the dark. Tails.
Ah, you're our winner. Go ahead,
It is-
Sarah.
What's
your name? Steph Jones.
The $100 gift card goes to Steph Jones. Thank you, Co-op, for that gas card.
Here, skip that one.
Yeah.
Okay, listeners, don't forget to put those bids on the silent auction items and get your 50-50 tickets. Let's reach that fundraising goal of $40,000.
Now it's time to grab a drink at the Station Arts Mocktail Bar while you listen to our next act.
Our next guest is Joe Callahan. Joe Callahan is a folk, roots, blues singer-songwriter based in Saskatoon. Joe is also the host of So Many Roads on 90.5 CFCR FM, a radio show that is broadcast live in Saskatoon every other Monday. Joe has connections to several RJC alumni and friends and performs once a month at the Station Arts Centre in Rosthern as part of the live and local events.
Joe is joined tonight by Tim Campbell. Joe had asked us to join the band after hearing our smooth, jazzy jug skills, but we're already hosting, so we're busy. Tim has been following our jug training sessions online, but tonight he's going to stick to his guitar skills.
Let's welcome the music of Joe Callahan and Tim Campbell.
So, can you use that one right there? I think that was the one you were using. You need a hand with thing, or how are you doing there? Feeling good? Yeah. You? Yeah. Hey, Jerry. Feeling good, yeah.
Good evening. Hello. I love a responsive audience, I gotta say. That's amazing. Thank you. My name is Joe Callahan, and this is Tim Campbell.
All right. Hello, everybody.
And I'd just like to say what an honor it is to be here tonight. And I'd also like to just add what an honor it is to play with this guy.
You haven't heard me yet, so maybe wait till after, hey?
I was cruising down the highway, I wasn't thinking about the road. Caught up in destination, I wasn't so conscious of my load. When that load had shifted into a new reality, I found myself connected with a higher authority. She was the queen of the highway, he was the king of the road. Quintessential monster going where only angels go. I was trapped within the moment, yet I was living eternity. When when I found myself connected with a higher authority. So if you're cruising down your highway and if you're not thinking about the road, you might because you're caught up in destination, you're not so conscious of your load. When that load will shift into a new reality, like me, you're gonna find yourself connected with a higher authority. Conscious of my load, cause that load had shifted into a new reality, and I found myself connected with love, and I found myself connected with love, and I found myself connected with love, a higher authority. A higher authority. A higher authority. Higher authority. Higher authority. Thank you. Thanks very much. It's the Bruce Coburn song. I was up the road on Easy Street, watching everybody stand around and cheat. When a man comes up and says, move on along down to the corner where you belong, but mama just wants to build a house all night long. I hear the city singing like a siren choir. Some fool tried to set this town on fire. TV preacher screaming, move on along. I feel like Fairy face to face with King Kong. But mama just wants to build a house all night long. Sometimes I wonder what I am. Feel like I'm living in a hologram. Doesn't seem no matter what, right or wrong, everybody's grabbing their own, coming on strong. But mama, she just wants to build a house all night long. Mama wants to barrel house all night long. Mama wants to barrel house all night long.
All right, thanks very much. So, Joe Callahan, all the way from Ontario, been in the area for 2 years, so it's a pleasure to be playing with Joe. The next song we are going to play is one of Joe's songs. It is called The Prison. Do you want to explain this one?
Well, this is actually a song I wrote with Bob Dylan. Oh yeah, well, Bob Dylan doesn't know I wrote it with him. It's just, you know, you'll get it when we finish playing. When you're living in a prison of your own design, you can't think about leaving yourself behind. 'Cause the bars on the window are just too strong to set yourself free. It'll take too long, and you know. Get caught, you're not sure by who. It's not that important, because anyone will do, so long as your freedom keeps on eluding you. Better know, better know. When you're living in a prison of your own design, you can't think about leaving yourself behind. Potential possibilities, limited self-fulfilling prophecies, and you know that your freedom's a myth and your prison is too. There's not much left for you to do but to know there's nobody there from whom you should hide, except maybe that coward that's living inside. And the last time you talked, it was with pride that you lied. Better know, better know. When you're living in a prison of your own design, you can't think about leaving yourself behind. There must be some kind of way out of here, said the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessmen may drink my wine, while men dig my earth. None of them alone know what it is it's worth. No reason to get excited. The thief, he kindly spoke. There are many among us who feel that life is but a joke. But you and I, we've been through all that. this is not our fate. Let us not talk falsely now. Hour is getting late. Watchtower, princes kept of you, while other women came and went, barefoot servants too. Outside in the distance, a black cat did growl. Two riders were approaching when we began to howl. Along the watchtower, thanks very much. Tim Campbell.
All right. All right, Joe Callahan.
Nice job.
All right, we're going to play a number by the Beatles, written by George Harrison.
Nobody told you how to love you. I don't know why they bought it so good. They bought it so good. I look at the world and I know that it's turning. Still my guitar gently weeps. With every mistake we must surely be learning. Still my guitar gently weeps. I don't know how you will revert it. You will revert it. there dead sleeping, while my guitar gently weeps. I look at you all.
All right, got one more, hey?
Thank you very much. We've got one more song we'd like to do for you. It's been great to play for RJC 1905 AM, I must say. Once again, thanks very much. We will be playing at the basement on November the 17th, if any of you are interested. So we have one closing song for you.
All right, thanks everybody.
Let's see if we can see this.
Hello,
Darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone in narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp I turn my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light, it split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. No one dared disturb the sound of silence. That you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might reach you, take my arms that I might reach you. But my words like silent raindrops fell and echo in the wells of silence. the people bowed and prayed to the neon gods they made. And the sign flashed out its warning to the words that it was for me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls and in the sound of silence.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right, Charlene Cron told me to speak very loud. So is this loud enough, Charlene? Can you hear me? Good. Good evening, everyone. My name is Alex Thiessen, and I serve as Director of Admissions and Development here at RJC. I'm thrilled to be here tonight, and I'm so excited for this program. RJC's annual fundraising dinner is an event that has countless hours of planning and coordination by a large number of staff, volunteers, and performers. So please give another round of applause for everybody here. Every person in this room has done something for this event, including you, so thank you for being here. I want to welcome you here on behalf of the school. Whether you're an alumnus, a parent, a friend, or a donor to the school, I hope that you are entertained this evening and inspired by those who have been impacted in a positive way by RJC. Many of you have traveled provinces, and we're grateful you've made the time to be here. And thank you to those who are joining us on live stream as well. Each year, RJC's fundraising dinner takes a different theme and a different form depending on the year, on what we choose to focus on and give our attention to. And tonight, we've decided to focus on the RJC bursary program. As our student enrollment continues to grow, the need for student bursaries also increases. Often there are families who want the best for their kids' education, but the barrier of tuition prevents them from making that next step. RJC's bursary program is designed for students to access support for tuition through the school. This program is 100% supported by donations, including yours tonight, from generous people like you who believe in the benefits of an RJC education and what it has to offer. Many of you in this room tonight have benefited personally from attending as a student or having your kids be here as well. So we're encouraging you tonight to make donations towards that program and see it as a way of paying forward to the next generation of students. As Sean and Carrie have mentioned, we're aiming to raise about $40,000 this evening to designate towards the bursary program. You'll notice on your placemats, on your tables, there's a few different student reflections and some information about our program. So I'd encourage you to look at that, to read about some students who've been impacted in a positive way by the program. In a few minutes, we're going to see a short video from a parent, Jeanette Hansen, who is a parent of 2 RJC graduates who benefited from the program. And may stories like Jeanette's and the story of her children inspire you to be generous this evening and support the program. Thank you again for being here, and have a good night.
Hi, my name is Jeanette Hansen. My husband Todd and I are proud parents of 2 RJC alumni. When we relocated back to Canada, we needed to find a place for our girls to study. And someone suggested that in a significant change like they had made, RJC would be a good place for them to land. It was unfortunately not an option for us at that time financially, and someone told us about the scholarship program. This program was what our family needed to make this kind of an education a reality for our girls. And they found a place to belong. And so their names are up here with many others. So for those of you that have contributed to the scholarship program in the past, thank you. Thank you from our family for making this a place for our girls to belong. And For the rest of you, I would invite all of you to join with us as we are finding ways to pay it forward to future RJC students. Contribute to the scholarship program and make this kind of an education available to families who need it.
You're listening to 1905 RJC AM live on location. That was some great music from Joe and Tim.
It was amazing, but it needed more jugs.
That's your mom. Speaking of jugs, if you haven't had the chance, grab a drink from the Radio Station Arts Mocktail Bar. All proceeds go towards our fundraising goal of $40,000.
Thank you, Jeanette, for sharing your reflection. Tonight is about the importance of supporting RJC and the students that attend. So don't forget to buy your 50/50 tickets. The draw is coming up at 8:30.
Make sure to check out that silent auction and your bids. The auction closes at 8:45.
As you look through the silent auction items, there are some real steals out there. For instance, there's the beautiful artwork by Cam Forster. What you might have missed is that it also comes with the complete history of Cam's journey to become a professional painter. He'll come to your house and drink your coffee and regale you with stories from his childhood, from when he started coloring and painting by numbers to when he went to university and dabbled with paper mache. Right to his adult professionalism as a professional finger painter. He has worldwide seminars to promote his techniques. So get your bids in now.
Our next guests are transplants to Rosthern and Saskatoon from the West Central Saskatchewan communities of Herschel and Superb. These three grew up singing in church before finding their way to RJC. From there, their musical endeavors have taken them across stages big and small, and occasionally to jams in the living room on Sunday afternoons, passing time until FOSPA. They play a range of acoustic music with satisfying harmonies.
Welcome to the stage, Curtis Wientz, Jill Wientz, and Paul Olfert.
whistle blow 100 miles. Lord, I'm one, Lord, I'm two, Lord, I'm three, Lord, I'm four, Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home, away from home, away from home, away from home, away from home. Lord, I'm 500
away from home.
Not a shirt on my back, not a penny to my name. Lord, I can't go back home this away. This away, this away, this away, this away. Lord, I can't go back home this away. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. One, two, three, four. The birds they sang at the break of day start again. I heard them say, don't dwell on what has passed away or what is yet to be. And the wars, they will be fought again. The holy dove, she will be caught again. Bought and sold and bought again. The dove is never free. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in.
We asked for signs, the signs were sent. The birth betrayed, the marriage spent, the widowhood of every government. Signs for all to see. Can't hang no more with the lawless crowd, while the killers in high places say their prayers out loud. But they've summoned up a thundercloud. They're gonna hear from me. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. You can add up the parts, but you won't have the sum. Strike up the march, oh, but there is no drum. And every heart to love will come like a refugee. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in.
Hello? Oh, there we go. Hello, good evening. Ooh, that really works. Okay. My name is Dave Weiler-Thiessen. I'm here on behalf of the RJC board. I'm going to be, I guess, as of today, I'm the new board chairperson, taking over from Tammy Forrester, who's served with us for over 9 years. And with me is... Yeah, go ahead. Yes, do that.
And my name is Nicole Thiessen. I am one of the organizers of this event. I am also an outgoing board member. The max board term is 9 years at RJC, and I've been on the board for 12, which I think only me and David Taves, who's the board, who's RJC's founder, have done 12 years. So it's been a pleasure. Great to see all of you here tonight, and we're going to do some staff recognition of the RJC staff.
Right. So because we've been living through COVID the last few years, we've been a little behind on doing a public recognition for the staff when they reach their milestones. So with the staff that are here tonight, when I call your name, if you would come up, we would like to say thank you on behalf of the board and the rest of the community here at RJC. So starting with the year 2020, we'd like to recognize Margot Willie for 15 years of service. As she's coming up, I'll continue calling out names. For the year 2021, we have David Epp for 5 years. Thank you for your years of service. No, you can.
Stay.
Well, you don't have to stay, but you have to get your envelope. All righty, very good. And then next we have Colette Penner, 20 years. All right. Congratulations. Yep. Next is Mel Siemens, also with 20 years. Okay, I guess Mel is not present, but I know I've seen him here earlier today. Oh, there he is. So while he's coming up, I'll also mention Hugo Milan. He served 5 years in 2021. He's not able to be with us tonight. Next, we'd like to recognize Jill Wientz for 5 years of service. And then moving on to the year of 2022, we'd like to start with Iris from the kitchen. I don't know. And she's been with us for 10 years. Oh. Next is Adam Entz, 15 years. Are you even that old? And next is Kenna Forrester. Again, that's someone that's not going to be with us this evening. Yep. Get over for Kenna. Thank you. Next is Allison Schmidt, also celebrating 5 years, and I don't believe that she's here tonight either, but let's give it up for her. And Ryan Wood, principal, has been here for 20 years. And last but not least, Richard Jansen, who did retire at the end of the last school year, but he got 30 years here at RJC, and that's been great. So yeah, let's give it up one more time for the staff and the milestones that they've been able to achieve. All right, you can. Thank you, guys.
The first week, actually the first day, he came home from school and he's like, "Mom, I love it." Tyler and I both looked at each other and we're like, okay, it's your first day, you're super excited. Second week went by, "Mom, I love it." Third week went by and we're like, he would not be saying this about a regular high school.
RJC High School is a grades 10 to 12 community-focused learning environment that seeks to equip students for a life of faith, service, and peacemaking, situated on Treaty 6 territory in Rosthern, Saskatchewan.
RJC's educational approach emerges from our commitment to connect student learning with the school's mission, with community resources, and with educational best practices.
The actual relationship between student and staff, it's nothing like anything before I've seen before.
I like it here because it's smaller classrooms, first of all, you get a lot more done.
You can easily go to a teacher at any time and ask him for what the homework was or what was the last question.
During 1 week each spring, our entire student body heads out on a faith exploration intensive called ALSO Week. ALSO stands for Alternative Learning and Service Opportunities. We've had trips that have been local, we've had trips go interprovincially, and we've also had trips go international, such as to Guatemala, Mississippi, or Alabama.
We work very hard here at RJC to establish an environment of trust. And I think once the students feel safe and they trust the staff, they open up and they start to give us their true self on the inside.
When I first came here, it was I was kind of scared and kind of frightened that I wouldn't have any friends. But now, being here for 3 years, I've realized that RJC is much more than just a school.
Once I got here, it felt like such a nice community. It felt like it's a family I'm looking for.
It's definitely a wonderful community, and you kind of all learn the things that you like about each other, and you're able to connect through that.
It's a lot of fun, and you meet a lot of people.
I really enjoy talking to the people, and everyone is very nice. If you have the choice to come, I would definitely say come. It's a whole new world. It changes you, and it changes life, and it's super fun, so just go and do it.
Well, you know what? It never hurts just to come and take a tour. That tour really got us thinking even harder, and actually even on the way home, we left here saying, we have a really good feeling. This, by far, was probably the best choice that we've made as parents.
This is 1905 RJC AM, live on location, thanks to our musical guests, Curtis, Jill, and Paul.
Okay, listeners, it's time to draw our 50-50 winner. Get out your tickets. The winning prize amount is $690. And the winner is Darlene Winkleman. Darlene, if you could come up front and grab this cold, hard cash.
It was really great to hear from our new RJC board chair, Dave Weiler-Thiessen. Tammy Forrester just finished her term on the board.
You know, Carrie, I just heard the real reason Tammy had to step down as RJC board chair and why she isn't here tonight.
Why is that?
She was scouted at the RJC Alumni Volleyball Tournament to play in the European Senior Christian Women's Volleyball League, Division 3. She's on tour right now.
That might raise the price of bids on Cam's artwork.
Yes, and it is last call for the silent auction bids. The auction closes at 8:45. We want to reach that fundraising goal of $40,000.
We will now begin our comedy show with Principal Ryan Wood with the help of Kaylee Skomorowski and members of the RJC Jazz Band.
Good evening, everybody. It's great to see so many people out tonight to support our students in our school. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to spend this evening with us. Thank you all to students, staff, board members, sponsors, and volunteers who are helping to make this evening a success. Thank you so much. Hey, Kaylee. You did really awesome tonight, and the band sounds great this year.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm really proud of them.
Hey, did you hear the one about the student athlete that couldn't listen to music?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, she kept breaking all the records.
Ryan, if you keep telling jokes like that, I'm going to have to break this guitar over your head.
Whoa, Kaylee, is that a fret?
Ryan, your jokes are scarier than Halloween.
Speaking of Halloween, what's a mummy's favorite type of music?
I'm scared to ask.
Rap music.
Ryan, if you don't get some better jokes, we're going to have to wrap up this segment really quick. Isn't this a fundraiser or something? What are we raising money for anyway?
For student bursaries.
That's great. I know a few students who would do really well here, and it would add a lot to our school community. The only problem is they can't afford it.
That's what's great about donating to the bursary program. It's one of the best and most direct ways to provide an RJC education to a student.
I love that we have bursaries and also a growing number of entrance scholarships.
Yes, and RJC has multiple payment options, including monthly installment plans, in an effort to serve a variety of student and family needs.
That's awesome, but how can we afford to provide all these great incentives?
I am glad you asked. Well, throughout the year, we focus on fundraising efforts like our annual fall fundraising dinner, where all the money raised goes directly to support student bursaries.
That's great. What are the ways people can donate?
Oh, there are many ways. You could make a one-time donation. Be a monthly donor. Give a gift in kind. Corporate sponsorships. Memorial donations. And gifts of publicly traded securities.
This is a great school, Ryan, with so much to offer and so many programs. There's just one more thing we need.
What's that, Kaylee?
A principal that tells better jokes.
Welcome back to 1905 RJCAM live on location. That was a great display of talent from Ryan, Kaylee, and the members of the RJC Jazz Band. Our silent auction is now closed. Oh, you get 9 more minutes. I was just kidding. 9 minutes and it will be closed. At the end of tonight's program, once we close the silent auction, You will go through the items you bid on and collect your winning items. Now for our next guest. From small, intimate clubs all the way to arena shows, Leland Clausen has pretty much experienced everything in the world of comedy. Leland's credits are many and diverse, including appearances on Just for Laughs on the Comedy Network, CBC Television's Halifax Comedy Festival, Thou Shalt Laugh on Netflix, as well as hosting numerous specials and series. Leland has friends and family who have attended RJC, and we are thrilled to have him here tonight.
I heard Leland's mom and dad are here tonight. I hope they're easier to impress than my mom and dad. My mom and dad have already told me I'm out of the will after tonight's performance.
Let's welcome Leland Clausen.
Thank you very much. And thank you to the radio DJs, all-night hosting people. Give them a big round of applause. I didn't know the name. I forgot the name. I know your names, but I didn't. It doesn't matter. Welcome. Yeah, my parents are here. They can't hear anything, so don't worry. They can't hear a thing. So just here, do me a favor. At the end of the show, if you all just want to stand up, because they can still see. So just like stand and clap. Don't stand and leave angrily. That's not what I'm. Okay, so this is what happened. I had to go to the bathroom in between the things after the meal, and I chose the change room. Well, here's the thing. Wonderful, beautiful change room. You have a lovely facility here, but it doesn't have a light switch. It has a little motion detector. So you come in, light comes on all by itself. It's a bathroom from the future. And I was in one of the stalls, and I guess I was in there a little too long or something. The lights went out. It was pitch dark. I'm reaching over the stall trying to get something to go. I'm like, oh, come on. I didn't have a phone in there because I didn't want to drop it in again. It was scary. I was scared. Then somebody came in, and then the light came back on. I was like, oh, man, I'm glad you're here. And I should not have said that. I realize that now. I just saw his feet. So he turned around, boop, 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 just walked right up. So I'm looking for the shoes. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking, who was it that saved me? It is great to be here. Back in Saskatchewan, I grew up near Prince Albert. And, oh, there's somebody clapping. Somebody. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Principal Ryan, for your. Yeah, no, I was a PA boy. We used to. It doesn't matter. We don't need to go there right now. But it's great to be here. It's great. I flew in. Here's the thing. I've been working in the U.S. for the last couple of years because of some incident. So Canada hasn't been doing the things they normally do. So I've been in the U.S. for quite a bit of it, and this was the first time I'd flown in like a year in Canada. And maybe I was nervous or something. I don't know, but I got on the plane and I was going through security, and I don't know, I was tired. That's my other excuse. Okay, I wasn't really thinking. And Buddy was patting me down when he was right here patting me down. And I don't know why I said this, but I looked over and I'm like, oh, you checking out the guns? Yeah. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Come on, you know I didn't mean that. I realized, well, that's a bad thing to say at an airport, right? And then I tried to fix it, right? No, because I got the muscular arms. And Buddy looked at me all deadpan, and he's like, no, you don't. And just sent me on my way. It was hurtful. It's supposed to be security, not insecurity, Buddy. Thank you very much. And I got to take all this extra baggage on the plane. Emotional baggage? Yeah, you know. You laughed too hard at that, ma'am. I just want you to know. I have it too. That's what you meant. Yeah. No, this is, listen, I always talk about, I've done a lot of shows over the years. Everybody always remembers the same thing if they've seen me before. I got big hands. Yeah, see, I guess you haven't seen me before. Somebody nearly choked to death over there. Oh, what? Yeah, no, they're way too big for my body, for sure. It's worse when I move them. I don't know if you've noticed that. I just show you my hands. Like, well, he's got big hands. Then I start moving them around. It's like, whoa, hey. Why don't you put those things in your pocket or something? I can't. They don't fit. You guys finish laughing really quickly. Like you're laughers, but then you're done. Like you're like, we're on a schedule. We're at the halfway point of the night. We got to move through the jokes. It's a proportion thing, though. It really is. Like I got big hands, sure, but I also have a skinny little arm. It makes it look worse, right? Like if I had a big old muscular arm, I just look like a big dude. But with this little toothpick of an arm, right? Doesn't look like I can hold my hand up half the time, right? It's like I got it. I have no idea how long to do that on a Zoom comedy show, just so you know. Just staring at the screen. The Zoom shows are the worst. People are like, we got new ways of doing things. No, it's terrible. Zoom shows were horrible. I had this one, like you have no feedback. I was doing this one show. I was in Cheyenne, Wyoming at the time, and the internet wasn't working, so I had to use my phone. I went out the back, basically the backyard of the house. I stuck my phone on the power meter, and I did my little song and dance in the backyard to a screen of myself. Like I didn't know there was some feedback. Every once in a while I'd see, so-and-so has left the meeting. It's like, oh, that's a bad, hopefully I had kids to put to bed. But I got huge hands though. All I ever wanted to do when I was growing up was do shadow puppets. But all I could make was darkness. It's an old joke, and I tried it again a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I like it. When I cough, I cover other people's mouths. It's a big hand. Every time I shake somebody's hand, I tickle their armpit. They're very big. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I used to do sign language for the deaf, teach the hand signs for the deaf till they made me stop. Guess I was making the deaf people mad or something. Stomping, it's too loud. That doesn't look right either. Hey, look how small my head is in proportion. Did you notice that? I got a tiny little nugget of a head. I do. Well, here's the number so you get an idea. Glove size, 4XL. Hat size, youth medium. So that's embarrassing. Right? I can borrow your hats. Okay, so here's the really embarrassing thing about it. So in comedy, I tell real things, true stories. I might add a little twist at the end. We call that comedic license. Make it something a little funnier, okay? Real glove size is 4XL. It's absolutely true. But my real hat size is not actually youth medium. My real hat size is actually youth small. But I had to change it for the joke because people weren't laughing because they were like, well, that's too small. That's ridiculous. It's not even believable. So that's hurtful. I don't know. I had that. Well, here's how you know your head is too small for your hands. You shouldn't touch both your ears with one hand at the same time. That's how you know. I love watching people try. That's like my favorite thing. I got halfway on my face. What's going on here? That means you're normal. There was a guy at a show a couple weeks ago. He's like, you can do it if you open your mouth. Why would you want to, right? What is this? Why do we have this? What do we... You can't see my head anymore, can you? That's how small it is. All you see are two massive hands on either side of this thing. Are we picking up, is this for the Zoom show? Is this for everybody who's online? My cousin Theo at home? He's an alumni, I believe. 91? I don't know. Is that right? I'd ask his mom, but she didn't know when I was asking her what time. What year did he graduate? 91? Sorry, I didn't mean to make that about me and my back to the show. I was trying to decide. I was giving myself time because I was trying to decide because I probably gotta get going. Got to get out of here. Got another gig playing Duck Lake. I'm not. They wouldn't take me. No, this is pretty risque, though. This is pretty risque for a Mennonite school. Didn't you think so? Some of the older people know. If they could hear me, they would agree with me. If they could hear what I was saying, they'd be like, that's true. We were talking about so my sons went to a Mennonite school in Abbotsford. They went to MEI, Mennonite Educational Institute. So it's clear what it is. Not like RJC. It's a junior college? Is it? It's a high school. Just call it that. I'm just helping you with marketing. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm just helping you guys. We'll raise that $40 million in a hurry once we know what it actually is. Is that junior college? I didn't even know they had those in Canada. They don't. So here's what happened at this school. I even saw a sign that says trick-or-treating in the dorms at the school. You're trick-or-treating? The Devil's Day? You're celebrating the Devil's Day? My son at MEI, they went to a school dance. They decided to have a school dance at the Mennonite school in Abbotsford. So I went, because I was like, I got to see this. You know what I mean? And they were horrible. It was embarrassing. You know what I think what happened? I think a few generations ago, some elders got together. They saw all the Mennonites dancing, and they were like, you know what? We're terrible at this. Let's just say it's wrong. From now on, let's just say it's wrong, and we won't have to embarrass ourselves at the community fairs any longer. I had a whole bunch of hand jokes I was going to do, and then I went off and started talking about this. By the way, I had a lady come after a show one time. She was no, let me tell you this first. I got to tell you this. Let me tell you this. My son and I, my youngest son and I, we decided to do a little workout. A workout. I don't know why I put the emphasis on the wrong part of the word. We did a workout. But we decided to do with the Xbox 360 that we had. Now, if you know what the Xbox is, 360 has a little Kinect camera, so it has a little controller, but your body's also the controller, right? I don't know what game this would be. Dance like a Mennonite. It feels wrong, buddy. That means you're winning. Anyway, we were doing Nike Plus for Kinect. It's like a home workout you do right with the Kinect. And it gives you your own personal trainer. So if you did a workout video, you can kind of cheat on the video, maybe not do the exercises well enough, right? But with the personal trainer, he's like, hey, get your knees up higher, or whatever, right? In order for them to do that, they have to know what your body looks like. So you got to stand in front of the Kinect camera while it's mapping out your body. And I was watching on the screen as I was mapping out my body. I got up to my head, and I'm not making this up. There's this little red square on my head with this error message. You know what the error message said? Cannot detect head. I was like, come on. Xbox has got jokes. I turned around, my son was howling, right? That was the funniest thing he'd ever seen. He's literally bent over shaking, he's laughing so hard. I'm like, what are you laughing at? You're like, just like me, you freak. You're laughing at yourself. That's what you're doing. I had a lady come to after a show one time. She was offended I was doing jokes about the size of my hands. The very joke she just heard, she was offended. And she said, and I quote, sets a bad example for kids about making fun of themselves. What do you even say to that? You know, it's like, maybe comedy's not for you. It's not your thing. It's my own fault, though, because I married her. That's on me. That is on me. Been married for 27 years, and actually be 28 in a week, and she's all right. I don't mind her. I just like the women's reaction when I do that joke. I am trying, you guys. I went with my wife to her spin class a while back. Now, spin class, it's the stationary bike situation, for those of you who don't know. First of all, it's called Iron Cycle. Should be called Iron Psychos. And we get there, and it's a shady part of town. I'm like, here's the thing. You wouldn't want to bike there, is what I'm saying. Like on a moving bike. You wouldn't want to go there. We get to this place. It's like, this is kind of shady. Open the door. We go downstairs. We descend. It was foreshadowing. That's what it was. We were descending into hell. Was that too much? I'm sorry, you guys. I know how sensitive you are. So we had special shoes. You couldn't just wear your regular shoes. You had to get these little, like, what are we, bowling? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like you had these little, because they click on to the bike. That's not how you do it, but that's. So I get in there. Now here's the thing that I felt kind of uncomfortable with. There's all these young women, my wife, and me. That's it. Young women in yoga pants, my wife in flannel pajamas, or whatever she was wearing, and me. So I feel pretty uncomfortable because I feel like for sure they think I'm the creepy old guy. Do you know what I mean? So I decided I'll just hide away in the back. Should not have done that either. Now I'm just sitting in the back on the wall. Okay, let's go. I'm the creepy old guy. That's what I was. So here's what happened. A safety instructor came in to give us some safety. Safety. I'm like, safety? I'm on a stationary bike. What, I gotta look out for stationary buses? What are we doing here? But she clicked me in. She put my name in little clickers so okay, we're ready to go now, right? And everybody's kind of warming up. And I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. And then the instructor came in. She's got a little Michael Jackson, little microphone. She had a microphone. And I was like, oh, this thing is going to be jamming. Then the lights go down. Like the lights go off. Like I'm back in your change room trying to finish up. It was dark. And then all of a sudden the music starts. And that's when I found out I was right by the speaker, right by my ear. Right? Now I know how you feel, Dad, all the time. It's just... I can't hear anything. It's just pounding, and everybody's just going. I'm like, oh, we're going? Does that mean we go? Here we go. So I'm going, and then the lady starts saying things, but I can't understand a word she's saying. It's just like, and then they all go up together. Oh, we're going up? That means up? Does that mean up? And then they're back down again, and they're all doing it in unison. I have no idea what's going on. I'm looking at my wife, what? And she's just like this. And then one time she was like, blah, blah, and then they all started grabbing the thing. What are we turning? We're turning something. And then my wife, she's getting so tired of me, she finally just looks over at me and she was like, why do you have to ruin everything? I'm assuming that's what she said. I couldn't hear. But that's usually how it ends. And then my foot came off the pedal. It's supposed to be locked in, and it's off, and everyone's still going. And I'm like, where's the safety instructor? So I'm trying to keep up with one leg. I'm just like, here we go. And then it ends. Lights come back on. Everybody starts walking out. I have been through an ordeal. I've lost stress weight. That's what I've lost. Then my wife says to me, I burned 250 calories. How many did you burn? And she looks over at mine, and it was 1,300. And she was like, 1,300? What did you set your tension at? And I said, what's that? I set it too hard at the beginning, so I'm like, powering through on one leg for half the time. Oh, I was so weak. I was walking out of there. Yeah, that was great. That was not bad. Couldn't move my leg. And then I got to go upstairs. Well, forget about it. I just laid at the bottom of the steps and warned people as they came down, make sure you listen to the safety inspector. I'm trying, is what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know. I did so lately. It's not just stand-up. I've been doing some movies and stuff lately. I did this movie called Extraordinary. It's based on a true story about an ultra-marathon runner, and I played the ultra-marathon runner. And Kirk Cameron's in it because it's a Christian movie, and legally you have to have him in it. I don't know if you know the rules. But here's the thing. It's because I was the lead. There's a kissing scene. Right? And I thought my wife was going to be upset. Here's the thing. I got to be honest with you. I was a little disappointed in my wife's reaction. Because I was like, well, it's a kissing scene. There's going to be a kissing scene in there. And she's like, yeah, I don't care. I was, well, you should care a little. You should probably care. And so I pressed her on it. I was like, well, just so you know, this could take several takes to get it right. And she was like, probably. And that hurt. I didn't think it was funny. It's hurtful. If I'm doing something wrong, tell me. It's 28 years. I think that's it. I think I have to get out of here now. It goes by so fast. You guys are fun. I will, and just so you know, I do want to clarify before I go any further. I love my wife very much. Wonderful woman. I didn't mean to disrespect her in any way. However, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But our wedding day, though, if I'm being honest, so it'll be 28 years. I think it's 28 or 27. Is it 28, Mom, or 27? What is it? I think it's 28 in November. 94. So 94. Yeah, 28. Okay. Thank you, random stranger who knows my wedding. Here's the thing, though. Marriage, great. Love her very much. Wonderful woman. Wedding day, worst day of our entire life together. It was a horrible day, just from start to finish. Absolutely everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong on that day. And I found out recently, I guess that was my fault. Certain expectations you ladies have, you don't tell us, we don't know. Like, for example, ladies, I don't know if you know this, or fellas, I don't know if you know this. When a woman comes down the aisle, there's a certain look the groom is supposed to have on his face when he first sees her. Did you guys know that? Did you know that, sir? You haven't even uncrossed your arms. You have no... Is that what you were like at the wedding, too? Uncross those arms, man. But that's what, as far as I can figure out, this is what a woman wants to see. When she comes down the aisle, this is what she wants to see waiting for at the altar. Should look something like this. Something like that, right, ladies? Ladies? No? Okay, no, you don't. You think it's a little cheesy, you're probably thinking, right? Well, it's better than this. This is what my wife got. This is waiting for her at the altar. Look something like this. Oh, the memories. You guys have been a fantastic crowd. Thank you so much. My name is Leland Clausen. Good night.
You're listening to 1905 RJC AM, live on location. The silent auction is now closed, and you may pick up your winning items after the program.
We had a lot of help putting this night together. Please hold your applause until the end of all of our acknowledgements. We want to thank the staff, board members, alumni, and friends who put in the time and energy to plan this event.
Thanks to the RJC kitchen staff for the wonderful meal.
Thanks to Richard Jansen and the RJC AV Club for their technical support.
Thanks to Joe Callahan and Tim Campbell, Leland Clausen, Curtis Wientz, Jill Wientz, and Paul Ofert, Kaylee Skomorowski, the RJC Jazz Band, and Ryan Wood for their entertainment.
Thanks to Jeanette and Todd Hansen for their reflections this evening.
Thanks to the Station Arts Center for sponsoring the mocktail bar.
Special thanks to our gold sponsors, Nunweiler's Flour Company, Town of Rosthern, Double E Grain, Lakeview Insurance, Lakeshore Garden Center, and EA Roth Holdings Limited for their ongoing support of RJC.
Thanks to the RJC student volunteers for their help. Thank you to Donna Schultz and Barb Wolf at the Rosthern Museum for lending some of the older radios we have decorated the stage with.
And thanks to you who traveled, attended, and donated.
That's all for tonight. Thank you for tuning in to 1905 RJC AM live on location. Good night.